If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Welcome everybody. This is Ray of RebelEars.com. Want to welcome everybody who's tuning in. Welcome everybody who's been a part of us since the beginning, from making sample packs, ebooks, the website, the logo. Like, you got to start somewhere, and a lot of people actually want to know the steps it takes to move to the next level. From, okay, so if you want to be a producer or an engineer, what's the first step? So, of course, you got your own DAW, you got plugins, the basics, the routines, what you need to do. But when it comes to progression, learning the next step, what do you got to do? And in my opinion, the best thing that a person can do is to look for a mentor. So in life, you want to have 5 mentors that deals with different aspects of your life. You got to limit them from, helping you financially, helping, knowledge-wise, helping you with a passion of yours, helping you physically, helping you mentally. You got different aspects. But when it comes to, being an engineer or producer, I believe that the first part is to be an intern. So when I say an intern, if you're a producer, go on Instagram, network with different producers, go on their DMs. It don't have to be just around your area. You just got network who you can. You might have to go out to open mic events. You might have to go to a club that producers are at. Or if you're in Atlanta, you should look up Bonfire ATL. It is hosted by King Fresh and a lot of people that we network with, very talented individuals. But if you're really trying to get into the system of learning how to, learn from the ground up, like what I've done, let me tell you my story. So I went to school for audio engineering. I met a engineer there who's in the music industry. He's still working with a lot of top artists, got a lot of his hits on the radio, and I had a mindset of working with him. And I was interning at this studio called Castle Hill Studios when I networked with Justin Padron. He is a dope producer, DJ, engineer. I knew him from years. That's how I met Henry. But with Justin, I remember when I was telling him that I just went to SAE for audio engineering. He told me there was an opening for an internship at Castle Hill Studio. So I got introduced to Max. First time there, I told him I know Justin. And, by next week, I was interning there, going to the studios, taking calls, booking sessions, getting calls to Max and Dan, making sure all the payments were taken care of, making sure to put the money in the mailbox, making sure everything was accurate, making sure that every session ended right, making sure to clean the area, and, not just taking care of the session in the studio, but also learning from them. Because I remember, Max is a mix mastering engineer, and I learned a lot from him, because there was times in the A room when I was just sitting down with him and he was talking about different steps and methods that he learned, from steps, trials, tribulations. And even with Dan, I learned about the outboard gears there, like the API, the Neve 1073, the TubeTech CL1B. One equipment that I didn't get a chance to use yet is the Manley Verimu. That's like a mastering limiter, but that's for mastering. But you can use it for a mix, but it is like it glues the track together. And I learned a lot from them, and from that I learned how to be a better engineer. When I was interning at Castle Hill Studios, one night Steve Hybicki was there. Steve Hybicki. A lot of people call him Hybicki, but he is known as a industry mixing recording engineer. He did stuff with Ray Shrimmer, Gucci Mane, Kanye West, Lil Yachty, Migos, Drake, Lil Wayne, Future, like the list goes on. He is very talented. And I remember I told him, well, no, he was telling, I'm trying to remember how it started because I think I asked him a question on, I met him at SAE. He probably don't remember. I was the one person who like took over the session while he went out to smoke a cigarette, but he don't even remember that probably. But when I first got in touch with him, he told me he was looking for another assistant engineer. And, I always believed that things happen for a reason. So I told him that I was interested. And I know at the time that I wanted to learn more and I wanted to take advantage because, if you don't take advantage, you'll never learn and you'll never accelerate. So he gave me a chance. I was actually in I was in Tennessee when Beyonce was having her formation tour because we was breaking down the stage when I was working as a stagehand back in the day. Or was I a forklift driver for the event? But, oh yeah, if people don't know, I built over 100 stages between 2016 and 17. Every big concert that was in Atlanta, Georgia, or Florida, or Tennessee, I was there. Even, festivals I done. But going off of that, I was in Tennessee, and Steve hit me up because he needed me to do I believe it was a clean edit. I believe so because Shrimp Like 2 was already out, and the first track he sent me was By Chance. I remember this. There was another artist. Well, he was a producer, DJ, not an artist. Well, I gotta see because I think he do have some tracks that he rap, but I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna ask him for the next podcast if he want me to reveal who it is. But I told Steve while I was in Tennessee I couldn't do it at the moment. I wouldn't get back till tomorrow, so I told him about the person, and he was like, okay. So he sent it to me and this person, and we both did the clean edit, I believe it was, and even though mine was a day late, he said mine was better or something. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but it was to his standards. And since then, it was Ray Shrimmer's By Chance. That was the first clean edit I've ever done. And since then, I've done a lot of business-wise with him, worked with a lot of different labels, a lot of different artists, and, it's been a blessing. And it just showed me, like, the opportunities you could get if you actually take the time to build, learn, work, educate yourself day by day to take your, to take advantage of life and to, better your future. So this is Ray of Rebel Ears saying thank you for everybody tuning in just to hear a little bit about my, start in the music industry, where I'm at now, what I have been doing, shows I've been a part of, events I've been a part of, and just, follow me on Instagram at ray.rebelears, so rai.rebelears, REBELEARS. And if you want to get in touch with me on Twitter, it is Rebel Ears, REBEREBLE. Okay, you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, I'm just a little distracted because I'm just thinking about all the accomplishments, but it's REBELEARS. Okay, I'm sorry about that, but okay, another tip, because I wanted to think about how I'm going to close this off because I'm just on my way to a studio right now. But what I really want to end off is saying that the best thing you can do for yourself is to, educate yourself every day. So a book I'm going to give everybody out there who's listening or just want to, further along their education. Go and look up Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's a very great book about, past entrepreneurs, presidents, talks about investors, CEOs. It has it all if you really want to learn from the ground up on how to have the mindset of someone who been in the industry, know what it takes to take the next step. So from Ray from Rebel Ears. Thank you for tuning in, and catch you on the next segment.